Hey guys, so today I'll be covering Barca against Newcastle. It's going to be a very exciting fixture. Here we go. So this game is going to start at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Time and it's going to be streaming on Paramount Plus. As you can see, Barcelona and Newcastle are on the side of the bracket with Letty Tottenham, uh, Arsenal and Leverkusen. So we know Leverkusen and Bodo are out. It doesn't look like if Tottenham is going to make it. So this is going to be the most important game of the bracket, and it might really decide who will make it to the semifinals because I think if Barcelona goes through, they're probably gonna have a go and probably beat Atleti, and they probably have more of a chance. As we know, like Arsenal have an easier side of the bracket, like they should probably be able to go through very easily to the semifinals. Yeah, so the betting odds by DraftKings have Barcelona as favorites, and there's a chance that Newcastle also win, but it's very unlikely. And then there's also a possibility for a draw, but I think since Barca are playing at home, they'll most likely be able to get the 3 points. As like and the game won't be as the same as it was at St. James Park because like the new camp is a very different environment and it could be very hostile in Europe to other teams. Like the players that have performed the best on their team are Marcus Rashford, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha. I think those are going to be key players for this game. As you can see, the head to head, Newcastle never beat Barca. They've never beaten Barca in their history of playing against each other in the Champions League. And I think that if this was the time for them to do it, they would probably do it. But it would be a very historical night for them because they've never gone to the quarterfinals in their history, and this would be a first one. Newcastle has more goals than Barcelona in the competition. They have 27 to 23. They have a 16 goal differential compared to Barcelona's 8. That means they've been scoring a lot and they don't concede as much as Barcelona. And like I said again, like they've only conceded 11 goals to Barcelona's 15. So Barcelona is a team that scores, but they also concede a lot. With that high line, they have to be careful. And Newcastle should take advantage of their goal scoring and their fast paced Premier League play style. Okay, so in this sequence, I've put a couple lines onto the pitch to kind of describe the types of situations that we can see in this game. So I think that's Tonali with the ball, and Tonali plays it out wide to their winger. And as you could see, I think Rafinha drops back to try to help the defense, but they're not aligned. So the defenders and the back line is not aligned, and this is a very dangerous thing when you're playing you're playing like as a unit when you're trying to defend a lead. Like if ever Barcelona gets a lead or if ever they get in this sort of situation, it's really something they have to avoid, and this is one of the actions that led to the Newcastle goal. Yeah, so I think the Newcastle winger plays a 1-2 with Joe Linden. And like this is the type of situations you really want to avoid getting caught lacking, getting caught off guard, being flat-footed as a defender. And like you could see how Barcelona's defense are looking all over the place. They don't really know what hit them, and there's a lot of space in between the CBs. The the striker is left open on the blind side of Rafinha. He's unaware of him. He's not. They're all facing play, but they're not. They're not able really to predict where although they could probably predict where the ball is going, but they're not facing the ball. They're kind of just no, they're not facing the players. They're kind of just ball watching. So this is how like they do the 1-2 and then the winger puts a cross in. Yeah, so once the cross is in, it's an easy finish, easy as you like. The goalie tries to make a save, but it's too late. It's like he's in the six. It's a nice cross, well weighed pass, and the finish is just quality. So this is a situation that could be replicated in this second leg, and Barcelona should be careful and try to minimize this sort of situations, or they could just try to score a lot more because they'll probably concede a goal or two. All right, so my prediction for this game is that Barcelona will win 3-1, a Rafinha hat trick with one or two Lamine Yamal assists, and they'll go through to the next round and probably make it to the semifinals of the Champions League after winning their quarterfinal matchup.